Well, aren't we living in some pretty interesting times, huh? Technology has advanced at such an exponential rate. I mean, all this sci-fi stuff that we thought was impossible is now just a reality. This monkey is playing Pong with his dumb monkey brain. We've got cars driving themselves around. We've got robots doing gymnastics. There are these dolls that really know how to take a technology isn't too bad, wouldn't you say? I consider myself a techie to some extent. I like cool tech, I like new things. I bought this dumb little robot a while back because I thought he'd be cool. But all he does is knock shit off my desk. He's pretty dumb. Hey, Vector. He doesn't even know his goddamn name. What a dumb fucking robot.
Nobody likes you.
But really, I think the ultimate goal of any tech idiot like myself is a true lifelike virtual experience that's indistinguishable from reality, where you can be whoever you want to be, wherever you want to be, in an infinite and unlimited digital space. And that's all I've ever wanted in my wildest dreams. Until this goober showed it to me.
Smoking meat, smoking these meats, smoking meats earlier in the day.
That's right. This meat-smoking robot lizard posing as a human is trying to create a metaverse where he can foil surf to his heart's content.
I've got an idea.
Hey, where you going?
Gotta pump it to jump it.
The showcase was over an hour. It was really long. It was filled with fake enthusiasm, royalty-free background music, and the Zuck walking and talking with his hands like his human behavior consultant instructed him to. Now, Mark, you've been doing a lot of this. Humans don't only do this. You're gonna need to switch it up a little bit, maybe do one of these.
An embodied internet where you're in the experience, not just looking at it.
No, Mark, you're not getting it. You don't just keep doing this. That's not what humans do.
Experience the world and interact with each other. That's what the metaverse is all about.
Mark, I gotta be honest. He ruined it for me. I had this idea of what a metaverse was in my head, and it was way cooler. I'm flying through space on a space walrus at light speed, getting domed from Lola Bunny. And then old Zuck comes along, says I'm building a pile of dog shit and replacing it with that really cool thing in your brain. Come on, Zuck. I'll let him explain what his idea of a metaverse is.
Instead of looking at a screen, you're gonna be in these experiences. Everything we do online today, connecting socially, entertainment, games, work, is gonna be more natural and vivid. This isn't about spending more time on screens. It's about making the time that we already spend better. Screens just can't convey the full range of human expression and connection.
I'm sorry, Zuck, screen or no screen, no metaverse is strong enough for you to convey to us what you think human emotions are. Just look at those eyes. Look at them. Nothing going on up there. He goes on to show us a taste of what this metaverse could be. He starts with his virtual home, which is hilarious to me because he could probably afford a home like that. Some girl hits up his wristwatch while he's chilling in his virtual home and says, "Yo, Mark, come hang out with us, dog." And he gives a human response.
Are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Yeah, let me just find something to wear. He goes to pick out an outfit for his virtual avatar, who somehow has more emotion on his face than Zuck himself. And it's right about here where I realize how much I hate this.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Mark. What's up, Mark?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Whoa, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait, where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Right off the bat, I thought the whole point of this metaverse was so you're there with the person. You're not looking at them through a screen. You're not FaceTiming them. And the first thing he does when he gets there is he FaceTimes somebody. So in your virtual world, you're doing something you could have done in the real world. Anyways, there's a lot going on in that very short clip, but the very first thing I noticed, and it really annoyed me, is the heavy, heavy dose of what I like to call the Division conversation. Let me explain. In a gameplay presentation for a game back in 2013 called The Division, they showcased the game by having real people play it and communicate over voice chat while they played the game. Except those real people didn't sound like real people. It sounded like what the developers wanted people to sound like while they played their game. They're being extremely tactical, saying, I got your 6. I'm laying down covering fire. Watch your back. Tango down. This is what they sounded like.
Alright. The store was empty. I heard that gunfire. Nick, check your map. See if there's anything in the area.
Got one.
2 on the left, 1 on the right. Okay, 2 more on the right.
Oh yeah, see him. Alright, extracting. Got about 90 seconds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's another group of players. Brace for PvP.
The division conversation is littered throughout this entire presentation. It is so infuriating.
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a creator I met in LA.
It's overly friendly. It's too enthusiastic. Normal people aren't this giddy and excited to see each other. That's not how friends talk when they hang out. This is how Mark hopes people would communicate in his virtual space, and he is dead wrong. You know how I know this? Because this already exists. It's called VR chat, and people already do this. And this is what people would actually sound like and be doing in your metaverse.
Christ, fat mommy Milky.
Cortana, these are the fattest milkers I've ever seen.
We call this the metaverse. And you're gonna be able to do almost anything you can imagine. We'll be able to express ourselves in new, joyful, completely immersive ways.
I'm ready to be sacrificed.
This isn't about spending more time on screens. It's about making the time that we already spend better.
It's not gay for Ocho.
Also, I hate to break it to anybody who thought the virtual space room Mark Zuckerberg was hanging out in looked cool. It wouldn't look like that. You're not gonna have 8K displays on your eyeballs looking at gorgeous, beautiful vistas and cool space rooms with highly detailed character models. You're going to have anime titties and buff Shadow the Hedgehog along with other abominations in a low-res bar that looks like a PS2 game. That's the reality. Now, Mark Zuckerberg did say this would be in the future, so he's expecting all of this technology to catch up to what he presented. But his idea of future is in the next 5 to 10 years.
And these are some of the basic concepts for the metaverse. And while this may sound like science fiction, we're starting to see a lot of these technologies coming together. In the next 5 or 10 years, a lot of this is going to be mainstream. And a lot of us will be creating and inhabiting worlds that are just as detailed and convincing as this one on a daily basis.
I'm pretty dumb, and even I know that's BS. We are getting close to our limit of how much we can shrink down these transistors and these computer chips, which would be necessary to innovate this kind of thing. According to Moore's law, it's just a theory, but we'll be done with these normal transistors by 2025. That'll be as far as we can go. And Mark Zuckerberg wants to fit all of that processing power into a pair of glasses. Unless there is a technological breakthrough or graphene chips become the norm, this ain't happening. I don't know what you're smoking, you lizard fuck. He further proves my point not even a minute later. He shows what this technology is currently at. And it looks like this.
We started rolling out Horizon Worlds in beta last year, and we're adding more people and more worlds every day.
In 5 to 10 years, it's supposed to look like this?
Fish that fly? That's new.
This is wild.
What do you think, Vector?
He's a lying lizard fuck.
Hey, I think this dang thing is right for once.
You're adopted.
Now, Mark Zuckerberg thinks it's gonna change the way we take in entertainment. We're able to go to concerts virtually across the world. We can go to a digital after parties with our friends. We can watch porn in the comfort of our sad computer chair anywhere in the universe. I know it's not a giant scam, but it sure feels like a giant scam. It's all just too over-exaggerated. It would be far more underwhelming than what you're presenting. It would never feel like you're at that concert. It just wouldn't. The sound quality alone. And then you go to this lame digital after party. It looks super boring and they got you buying NFTs. Anytime I see NFT, I immediately think I'm being scammed. A lot of people are being scammed by some of them right now, and maybe this could be a real use of it, but it all just seems way too good to be true. And you wanna know why? Because it is. I think right about here is where this whole metaverse thing kind of just falls apart. It expects a lot from the tech and a fuck ton from the consumer. It expects you to buy a device that's capable of projecting all these images and different things, which would be super expensive. It also expects, and this is the most important part, it expects everybody to be in on this idea.
Our hope, though, is that if we all work at it, then within the next decade, the metaverse will reach 1 billion people.
Half the people on Facebook are old fucks. They don't even know how to use that website. You expect them to jack into a metaverse? No, Grandma, that robot avatar is your friend Evelyn. And no, you're not in space. You're in an NFT space, created by a hotshot developer from LA who sold it to you for 0.67 Ethereum, and now you own it digitally on the blockchain. What don't you get about that, Grandma? In order for this to work, you need a huge number of people to be in on it. That way, the independent creators, like famous NFT developer Skylark Chattington, are making enough money to do this for a living.
Thus creating the self-sustaining economy we've been looking for.
Unfortunately, not enough people care. I'm sorry. The only people who care about this metaverse is a small percentage of gamers who've adopted VR. And that's a very, very small percentage. Most people don't want a virtual pet like this goofy looking thing. They get a real dog. Most people wouldn't put on a VR headset and go to this lame digital after party. They would jerk off and go to bed. Let's imagine for 1 second this became a true metaverse. Everybody's in on it. Your grandma's jacking into the metaverse. I hate to break it to you, but you're also poor in that universe too. What's that you say? I get to be poor in 2 universes? Oh boy. All those beautiful homes and vistas we saw in that demo would become very expensive because the economy of NFTs is based on rarity and false scarcity. If an artist in the metaverse takes the time to meticulously craft a beautiful home like that with beautiful views and vistas, and everybody's in on it, so there are very rich people in this universe, they can sell those for a lot of money. And if they make it scarce, if they make it one of one, it's the only home in the metaverse, they can sell it for even more money. So the rich people in the universe are gonna have cool homes. And us poor fucks, we're gonna be stuck in VR chat.
You Carol Baskin! You bitch! Carol Baskin!
The whole time I was watching this presentation, I couldn't help but feel heavy, heavy deja vu. Let me take you back to the year 2009. Xbox announced their motion capture device called Kinect. Fresh off the Wii, motion tracking was the hot new craze, except this did not require controllers. You could kung fu fight a virtual man with no controllers, you could skateboard with no skateboard, and they even said you could have a digital friend named Milo. The demo showed a woman talking to Milo like a human. He had human emotions. She was catching fish with this dude. As a young kid with no friends, this blew my fucking tits off. Finally, I could have friends.
Your parents don't love you.
So guess what I did? I went out and I bought the damn thing. I bought a Kinect. And guess what happened? I was extremely disappointed. The Milo thing never even came to be. It was a fake presentation. None of it was real. And I was stuck hitting basketballs with my shins and forearms. And that's exactly how I felt during this metaverse presentation. I'm not saying this metaverse isn't gonna happen. In fact, I really hope it does happen. It's just not in 5 to 10 years. He's out of his mind. Hopefully, it will be fucking cool. Hopefully, it'll be what I pictured in my head, getting dome on a space walrus. But what we saw was so incredibly lame. And I've never been less excited for breakthrough technology. Also, I'm pretty convinced the whole presentation was just an excuse for Mark Zuckerberg to try and convince us that he can crack jokes and be a real human.
Did you play the Billie Eilish music pack last month?
Yeah, a little more than I should have. I probably should have been working more on this metaverse presentation.
You seem like a natural.
Whoa, all right, that's a little too realistic. You know, Boz, I always really wanted a forest in my living room. Did you? Not really.
You're not fooling us, lizard boy. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for another video and coming back, checking out the channel. If you like what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing to the video. Leave a comment of whatever you want. I don't care, it could be anything. Leave the letter H, that's cool with me. I'm live on Twitch at twitch.tv/longlivespoons. Come on over, come check me out. Let's hang out and have a good time, come on. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.